Hello and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the Leatherman Swisstool 300. This is the third generation Leatherman Swisstool in the series of Leatherman Swistools. It's the most recent iteration and has been out on the market for several years. It's got a variety of good heavy-duty multi-use tools inside of it compared to some other heavy-duty type multi-tools that Leatherman offers. It's also one of the more budget-friendly ones as well. Here on the table we can see the Swisstool 300, and we'll bring out the Victorinox Swisstool for a size comparison and the Leatherman Rebar for another size comparison here, just so we can get a bearing on how big this tool is. It's a little bit thicker than the Swisstool, about the same length and the same width, and definitely bigger than the Rebar. Now the Rebar is the little brother of the Swisstool 300 as it features the same tool sets as the Swisstool 300 with some minor exceptions. So we'll put these to the side here and start with our Swisstool 300 tool set on the outside. As we can see, it has markings for the centimeters and inches on both sides here for measurement. And when we open it up, we have the plier head section here. We have the needle nose section here, and with the regular section here, and we have the 154 cm wire cutters in the center here. And then on the bottom we have the wire crimpers as well. Let's start with this side on the tool set. We have our 420 HC stainless steel blade, and it's a pretty good sharp blade, very thick on the spine here, and comes to a good point. You can definitely sharpen it up. Works fairly well. Next up is the medium slotted screwdriver. Next to it is a bigger slotted screwdriver, and this one can also double as a light duty pry bar, which I've done in the past. Next to it we have the awl, and the awl has the Sewing Eyelit inside of it here. Pretty sharp and pretty heavy duty. And then right next to it we have the small keyring holder. And then next to that we have a three-sided file / wood saw. So we have a cross hatch section here on the file, and then we have a single hatch section, and then on the bottom we have our metal file here, or metal saw. And that's it for this side of the tool set. On the other tool set side we have our serrated blade with a draw cut edge here. That's pretty straight and good for drawing and cutting. Next up we have our combo tool. This is a can opener, bottle cap lifter, and a wire stripper with the V-notch here. Next to it we have our 3D Phillips head screwdriver, which is pretty beefy on the shank. And important to note, we'll show it in a moment, but we have a square portion here on here that adapts to an adapter that we can use later on for 1/4 inch bits. Next to it we have a smaller slotted screwdriver, and this one broke off so we had to refile it down, but it's fairly good for smaller slotted screws. And then finally we have one of my most used tools, and that is the saw. This is a pretty good saw, cuts very well, especially when I'm on the trails doing trail maintenance. I've taken down small diameter limbs off the trail with this. The teeth are pretty good. And that is it for the tool set on the Swisstool 300. Going back to the Phillips head screwdriver section, this works with an adapter that Leatherman sells. It's a bit adapter that allows you to use either Leatherman's proprietary bits and or 1/4 inch bits on the market. And it fits on the Phillips head screwdriver just like that, so we can take any kind of bits and use it with our system here. For example, with this little kit here, I can pop out a bit and toss it in here. These are Leatherman's proprietary 2D bits, but they work fairly well for what they are, for light duty use. And you can buy a lot more bits. They sell different bit kits for Leatherman, and you can probably also find other 1/4" bits on the market for this set here. So it's pretty unique for this particular model. It will also work with the Rebar and any other models that have this type of fitting for the 3D Phillips head screwdriver. So very useful and very smart of them to do that for a modular system. Now let's go compare the heads of the Rebar and the Victorinox Swisstool briefly here, just to go over some of the differences of the brands and models. So in the center we have the Leatherman Supertool 300. On the right we have the Victorinox Swisstool, and on the left we have the Leatherman Rebar. As we can see on the left, the Rebar is the smaller brother of the Supertool 300 in terms of the head. It's not as beefy as the 300, but it does include the replaceable 154 cm wire cutters. And then on the right, we can see the Victorinox head is not as beefy as the other two, in my opinion, and it does not include a replaceable wire cutter. In fact, it has a very small set of wire cutters in terms of the real estate there, and it's a little bit more blunt nose than, say, the 300 or the Rebar. My overall impressions and thoughts on the Supertool 300 is that it's a good, cost-effective, heavier duty type of multi-tool that you can use for work. I don't usually carry it around town because it's too heavy for that kind of everyday carry. However, at work I do carry it on my work belt, and it's a fantastic tool to use on the job for trail maintenance and also maintaining the chainsaws and other various types of tools at work. For reference, I work in the parks, so I do a lot of outdoor work, and this multi-tool, though is a bit heavy compared to some other options, does feature a good type of heavy-duty type of work multi-tool that I'd be looking for heavy-duty use. It's also cost-effective, meaning that it's generally not as expensive as, say, the Victorinox Swisstool Original or the Leatherman Surge, for example. You can find these used on the aftermarket for around $50 or $60 perhaps, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little less, depending on how things go, especially on eBay. Now there's two other versions of this tool, and that is the Supertool 300 EOD version and the Supertool 300 military version. So that means they have slightly different tool set loadouts for each one, pertaining for whatever specialty you want to get into. So it's not just the Supertool 300 here. There's other types of variations on the platform. Overall, if you're looking for a decent heavy-duty multi-tool that doesn't cost too much and won't break the bank, this is a good multi-tool to grab. It's fairly straightforward. The only cons that I can think of with the Supertool 300 here is that it doesn't have a pair of scissors, which can be said of the Rebar and the Victorinox original tool here, the Swisstool. So in other words, I use scissors a lot, so I would need something with scissors. For example, perhaps the Leatherman Wave might be a filler for that option, even though it's not a heavy duty type of multi-tool. Or however, the Leatherman Surge, which does feature a pair of heavy-duty type of scissors with it, although it has a slightly different tool layout compared to the Supertool 300. But once again, the 300 is a decent tool for anybody who's just working and wants a good, strong, name brand type of multi-tool for everyday tasks at the job site. And that's all I have to say about the Leatherman Supertool 300. I want to thank you guys for watching, and enjoy your day.